Are you nervous, excited about your
Here's the thing.
Where we stand here.
The Patriots. I don't know I love Rabel. I think he's done an amazing job.
Yeah.
That quarterback, I never thought he'd grow that quickly.
Correct.
I never thought the team would be back this quickly.
Yes, sir.
But it's like they played a bunch of high school, not even like top high school teams, like second-rate high school. It's all like their schedule was like, let's get a bunch of kids from Massachusetts who are 16 to play the Patriots. I mean, it's the softest schedule I've ever seen, so I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they were exciting, they look good, but they haven't. So I don't know. But as a football fan,
yes,
I'm literally, as you were saying it earlier, I'm waking up tomorrow. The Bruins game is on at 10 in the morning. So I'm going to watch the Bruins game, and then I'm going to watch those 2 football games.
Yep.
I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to watch 3 football. It's an entire football weekend with a side order of hockey, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah.
I've got to actually I'm going back to New York next week to do some more press, and I'm doing some other ESPN shows.
Yes.
So I will. It is like research. I think I can write it off because I'm going to just be talking football with those guys.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited because I think it's such a toss-up. I mean, I don't expect anything out of the Patriots, so it's all gravy, right?
Yes.
I'm also, a Packers fan, as you know, and so I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's really anybody can win here.
That is correct. And it's the same thing with college football. It's wide open. Anybody can win it. It's
that
sort
game
of like
last
a
night,
crazy level playing field for college and pro football.
Did you guys already talk about the game last night?
Go for it. What do you want to talk about?
How did you feel about that last play?
And
the no call after 17 million calls on every passing play in the fourth quarter.
It's it just drives me nuts that you hear from anybody that's ever officiated and then goes and becomes an analyst or a rules official or anyone in the league will tell you as well that doesn't matter the circumstances of the time on the clock. A foul's a foul and you're going to get it called.
Okay.
I mean, just, again, ask any Philadelphia Eagle fan that thought in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago that holding penalty should have just been a flag staying in someone's pocket.
By the way, listen, I'm a huge hockey fan. I'm all for, hey, it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it's the final period or the last time. Let's let them play.
Yes.
I'm all for that. But that's not what they were doing in the fourth quarter. They were calling everything.
Right.
Even that little face mask thing, which I get.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, you have to call that. That was not a true Hail Mary play either, because that was just the 2 of them in that corner.
And it was a 30-something yarder, but it is still a prayer that you need to have answered. It's like roller derby. Anything goes in a Hail Mary situation.
By the way, I have no dog in that hunt. I didn't think, but as the game went on, I'm like, I really want Ole Miss to win this.
Why is that?
To give the finger to Lane Kiffin. Because that was the most bizarre, or as we say in Boston, bizarre circumstance you can ever imagine a team being in. And I know that I'm all for the players making money, all that stuff. I think it's all great. They deserve all that. But that was that was the douchiest move I've ever seen in the history of sports for coaches.
To just leave on the outside.
Yeah, and then he sends out that tweet.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say what I would normally say, but you can imagine what I would.
There it is right there. Pass interference 100.
What I said to the TV when I saw this morning, I think it was Get Up.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't say it here. But I was like,
it was.
I was giving. Let me say, I was pointing fingers at the television.
And there was a middle one.
Yeah. So
understood.
So, anyways, that pissed me off. College football drives me crazy. Anyways, I don't support any particular team.
Right.
But the rules drive me nuts. The hash marks, the tiny ball, and like pass interference is not a spot call. Why? It's minor league football. It's AAA football. Right. That's what it is. Right. It's a feeding system to the NFL. You should be using the same ball, move the hash marks closer, and
2 feet in.
Yeah, all the rules should be exactly the same.
And that if your knee hits the ground, it doesn't blow the play completely dead.
Yeah,
you can move the chains without stopping the clock. I understand that.
Play pro ball.
Yeah, the stopping the clock to move the chains was when, the Herbert Hoover chain gang couldn't get down the field 10 yards.
Don't even get me started on this stuff. I mean, why are we not the immediate calls? Why are we taking, in every sport, why are we taking breaks to look at replays and blah, blah, blah? Like, listen, you have people, we know what the call is. You should have a headpiece in the refs, whatever sport it is, in their ears, and they're told by the office in New York, Toronto, wherever you want the replay office to be, that's a foul. That's not a goal.
What if we put you in the replay office?
Dude, I would love it.
What would Denis Leary in the Art McNally Center in New York City
I don't think we're far off from me finally reaching my ultimate show business dream, which would be streaming. I'm calling a game. Let me say I'm with Snoop.
Okay.
Snoop's great at calling games. Me and Snoop, and it's streaming so we can curse and say whatever we want. And I think people will pay to watch him and I announce any sport.
Yeah.
Any sport with cursing and our own honest opinions about what's going on.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Didn't we already kind of have that with you and Lenny calling a Euclid moment?
The Red Sox booth? That was the craziest thing. We were supposed to be in that booth for about a half an inning. We ended up being in there for it was like 40 minutes. That Euclid thing came out of nowhere. That still makes me laugh. It made me laugh that night.
We were talking, you just snorted.
Oh my God.
We were just talking about that before you arrived here. That was
if people don't know, I think it's on YouTube someplace. It's me and Lenny Clark. A great comedian and actor, and we were both on Rescue Me, and we were invited into the Red Sox booth. We threw out the first pitch. We double threw out the first pitch together, and we crisscrossed our pitches.
Like Ghostbuster streams?
Yeah. We threw from the mound, and we crisscrossed our pitches to two different catchers. It's amazing. Anyways, and we went to the park, and we went to the Boston Common and practiced it during the day before we got to Fenway.
Okay.
Yeah, so people thought we were crazy. Like, they're throwing pitches to two different catchers. And then they invited us in the booth to talk about the show and my firefighters charity, Leary Firefighters Foundation. And the inning just took off, and the Euclid thing came up. It was right after Mel Gibson had been stopped on that DUI.
Yes.
And had insulted every Jew in the world, right? And so it just was so crazy. Anyways, it's on YouTube.
You got to check that out.
And the best thing, too, is Don and Remy were they couldn't even keep a straight face. They couldn't keep it together to call the game. They just let you guys go.
At one point, we were standing up talking, and they were seated. At one point, I was looking at Lenny as he was saying something, and I could see Don laughing in his seat here, and then we heard a poof. And we looked over, and Remy was on the floor laughing.
Orsillo and Remy on Nesson, man. That was
awesome.
Great
Times, man.
Dennis Leary here on the Rich Eisen Show again. Going Dutch premieres next week, Thursday.
By the way, Carson Beck, what is he, like 37?
He's close to
37 years old?
By the way, he was in the same recruiting class as two starting quarterbacks in Wild Card Weekend.
It's
CJ
unbelievable.
Stroud and Bryce Young, and Anthony Richardson, too.
He's been in college for 15 years. He's going to be in college for another 5 years. It's unbelievable.
Why not? With what they're getting paid.
I mean, I love that they're getting paid and all that stuff, but it's really ridiculous. Like, he's 24 years old.
23. He turns 24 next November when he's probably going to start with some team in the NFL. Who knows?
No, he's not. He's going to be playing. He'll be playing for Ole Miss next year for $17 million.
Or for Lane at LSU.
Yeah, he'll be coaching at LSU because Lane will have left after the first two games to go coach. Dude, that was so douchey. All of that was so douchey. The leaving and then the video of him at the airport. But the douchiest thing is don't send out that tweet. Leave the team alone.
Yeah.
Don't get involved.
Well, he's supporting.
Nobody believes you.
He's pissed.
Nobody believes. Lane, stop.
Because if they'd scored a touchdown and won the game, he would have gotten $750,000, by the way, at the very least.
Right.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.